Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening. Hi, guys. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully my mic isn't too cooked. I did an audio check before and it didn't sound terrible, but I don't know. I don't know. Hi, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Was that a whale? A boy? A boy? I don't know what you're talking about. Australia has survived another day. Yes. Yes, we have. Of course. It's spring, so it's not that bad at the moment, but today was good. Today was actually quite nice. A few days ago it was very warm. Today was quite pleasant. I spent quite a bit of today in the garden, chilling with Lottie and having a nice time. Not doing anything too serious, which was nice. Because I did spend, yes, people asking, did I watch TI yesterday? Yes, I watched TI yesterday. It started at 5 p.m. my time and finished at 5 a.m. the next day. We did a watch along on the Discord, which was very fun. Very fun. So everyone took part. And yeah, got to watch TI with everyone. But before we jump into saying hi and everything, talking about TI, let me say thank you to thank you to everyone following on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hello, Hollow Rider. Thank you for subscribing with your Prime whilst off stream. I see it. I'll try and remember that for tomorrow's stream because I'll be streaming on Twitch. Thank you, Sad Cabbage, for 4 months of support on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you, Maycat, for 4 months of support on YouTube as well. Thank you, Trail Gamer, for the super chat. Thank you very, very much. You were gone for 3 years. I think I was gone for 2 days, almost 3. Because I think today would have been day 3, but I am streaming today. So, yes. Sorry for taking 2 days off. My bad, guys. And Undominus, thank you for 4 months support on YouTube as well. And thank you, Tactical Cocaine, for 4 months support on YouTube as well. And thank you, SG Bull Winged, for 4 months on support on YouTube as well. And thank you, Be Soon, for 4 months support on YouTube as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Because it's been okay. I've just been very busy and also sleep deprived. So I guess I can start with, hey, sorry for not streaming on Saturday. I think I went to sleep at, I don't know. Thank you, Kane's Lupus, for 4 months of support on YouTube. Thank you very much. And Radio Ring, thank you for 4 months of support on YouTube as well. Thank you very much. You guys all subscribed at the same time, or maybe it's just like you're remembering to press the notification button. I don't know how it works on YouTube. I don't really know. I've only gifted subs. I've never subscribed to someone on YouTube. I only gift subs because I'm a casual. But maybe I should subscribe to people. Helios, thank you for 4 months of support on YouTube as well. Thank you, guys. It's very generous of you. Clio sleep stream. Well, I don't think that would be very good because I don't want to potentially snore on camera. I don't think I do snore, but I did apparently when I was younger express interest in joining the military in my sleep. I don't know why, but apparently when I was 11 I wanted to join the army or something. That's what my sister, when we were sharing rooms at the time because we were moving so much at the place that we were staying at, we had to room share at that place. Apparently I was like, I want to join the army. I was 11. I don't know what I would have done. But yeah, apparently 11-year-old Clio was like, yeah, I want to join the army. I want to do stuff. I think probably because, I don't know, I played a a decent amount of war game shooters. Hands up in chat, did you play Medal of Honor Frontline for the PlayStation 2? Or Medal of Honor Rising Sun for the PlayStation 2? Or Call of Duty Big Red One for the PlayStation 2? Or I don't know. Can't think of any of the other ones. But those are the ones that I think I'd played at then. I don't know how old I was when I was playing them. But there was also, I think, something called Allied Assault. I think I played that one as well. But I think that came out a bit later. I don't know. The time is all funky. I remember it was Frontline, then Rising Sun, and then I think it was Big Red One. Well, the Big Red One was, I think, like 2005. So it was a bit later. In 2005, I was not 11. I was quite a bit older. Not to say what age I was, because I don't want to reveal that information. But yeah, hands up in chat. There's quite a few people are saying that they played it. Yeah. Have you watched the TI Grand Finals? Yes, we did. What was I saying? Right. Oh yes. So Saturday, I was struggling with sleep, like real bad. I think I finally fell asleep at like 5 a.m. and then I woke up at 10 a.m. No, 3 p.m. I think my body was just like, I don't know what's going on. I think it was like, my body was just gonna go, I need to catch up. I need to catch up on some sleep. So I was very, 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 very tired. So my body kind of made me catch up on sleep. You sound hot. I mean, I live in Australia, so it is a bit warm. Is that what you mean? It's like temperature-wise, it's warm. I can check. It's okay. It's average, I think. Joint pain. Not joint pain, just I think a lack of sleep. For context, when I do my 12-hour streams, sometimes I'm up another like 2 hours because I need to catch up on stuff. Because I need to, there might be like business stuff, there might be sponsor stuff, there might be, just general news that I want to catch up on after stream. And you can like, when you're older, you can function on less sleep. That is true. Hello, Clio, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Person typing in all caps. Gary. I know your name's not Gary, it's Garth. Yeah. So someone was asking about the army stuff. Which army did I want to join, or was it just the army in general? I don't know. I never found out. Apparently just 11-year-old Clio was like, I want to join the army whilst asleep. Was saying that. I think because maybe like a lot of the games that I played when I was younger maybe had like conflict. You sound like Zendaya in The Sun? Zendaya in The Sun. The actress? I'll take the compliment, I guess. She's attractive. They fell for the propaganda. Yeah, I'll have a propaganda at that. I don't know. Something. Marshal Clio, the 1st Hags Regiment. Yeah, that sounds good. What was I saying? Yeah, no, so I think... Sorry, getting back on track. Good old ADHD Clio. I might have ADHD. Because I can't stay on topics. I just jump around too much. I think one of the skills that I need to develop as a streamer is, like, when I tangent on something, or I'm talking about a topic and I see something in chat, actually enter that, like, talk, instead of, like, keep going with my topic, maybe just, like, pick up on what you guys are saying straight away instead of, like, finishing my point first and then going back to it. Because sometimes it's, like, like a minute break. You have rather mild ADHD? I don't know if I actually do have ADHD, or maybe, like, ADD or something. I might not have anything. I might just have, a poor attention span. It's 3:30 a.m. where I am. Just want to say good night. Good night. Good night. I hope you have a nice sleep. Yeah, so... Sorry. You're just quirky. I'm a quirky chungus. Wholesome chungus. Quirky chungus. Is that what that meme is? The woman who, like, talks about Marvel movies and then dates about... It's Quirk Chungus. Quirk Chungus. Quirk Chungus and the other one. That meme is very funny because it's like... The person who made that, I think, had a lot of malice directed at the people who are just like, hey, I like things. I like Marvel movies. And I don't know, the guy who was like, I don't know, I'm just like a dude. And then the person was like, I fucking hate these people. They fucking hate them. I'm making up memes at this point. No, that is one. If you've never seen the Quirk Chungus meme, it's really not that good. But it's basically just making fun of, like, modern day nerdy like people, especially who are in relationships with each other. I know people like that. Nothing wrong with them. Absolutely. They're just normal people. They're just normal people. And I don't know, the meme seems to come across as like a point of, I don't know, just anger and maybe hatred. Misandry and misogyny, maybe? I don't know, just hatred in general. Normal? Yeah, believe it or not, all of your nerdy pastimes that used to be niche and that you would get bullied for in school are now mainstream. Comic books are mainstream. Comic book heroes are mainstream. People who talk about Captain America are mainstream. People who talk about, like, you know, people who wear Iron Man t-shirts, that's not like a nerdy hobby. Like, you know, like the Big Bang Theory, circa, I don't know, early 2010s, when people were like, wow, look at these dorks, they're wearing a Green Lantern t-shirt, or wow, he's wearing the Triforce shirt. Now those people are just normal people. They're not like the dweebs or the nerds. That's just what people wear nowadays. That's you know, those are hobbies to be into for normies. They're not. That is mainstream. Anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about sleep, wasn't I? Oh yeah, we were talking about Quirk Chungus. Anyway, yeah. And my lack of attention. It's very ironic. I was talking about my lack of attention, and then I tangented, and then I tangented, and then I tangented, and then I tangented. I had, like, I think maybe on average, like 5 hours sleep, because I just, every now and then when I finish stream, after 12 hours of streaming, brain keeps ticking. Sometimes it should be, like, just turning itself off and then going to sleep. But, you know, sometimes it's also struggling to fall asleep because it's just been, like, I think the constant stimulation of being on stream all day. You would think it would tire you out, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't seem to get tired. So I end up staying up way too late and then waking up on time for stream. 8. I normally try and wake up around 8 a.m. But yeah, I have not been doing that because I've been sleeping in too late because I've been staying up way too late. So I'm going to try and fix that and not stay up too late. I say as I probably will be streaming till 12, but I'm going to try and go to bed, like, straight away. Hopefully. Try and go to bed straight away. He's wearing a Clio IT hack historian t-shirt. Yeah, I mean, one day maybe VTubing might become mainstream. That is true. Helios, thank you for 4 months of support. Thank you very, very much. And thank you, Fot0O. Army Clio be like, OMG, yas, serve. Nice. Nice, thank you for the super chat. And Perispin, thank you for joining the emotes tier as well. Thank you very much. Is it not already? No, VTubing is still very niche. VTubing is very, very niche still. It's a niche of a niche, technically. Like, live streaming is still not, like, there are famous live streamers, like, I don't know if you saw anyone watch the Canelo versus Crawford fights on Saturday? Anyone? Oh, no, that was yesterday. Did you watch the Canelo Crawford fight? I guess it was Saturday for the Americans. Mr. Beast was in the front row. So, you know, like, YouTube and streaming in general are kind of getting more and more mainstream. You have people like Kai Cenats, I think is his name. Yes, Kai Cenats. His stream is basically now just like a place for like new marketing for various different products. You have people like John Cena showing up to promote a film, etc., etc. It's all, you know, new media just gets adopted by old media as a new way of interacting with a new audience that, you know, might not be as in tuned with I don't know, going to the cinema to see a crappy Hollywood film so they can target a new audience again. Anyway, yeah, it's all just parasitic relationship of, you know, hey, there's this new platform where people are highly connected and interactive. Oh, let's use that to advertise our old media products. Anyway, yeah, VTubing hasn't reached that just yet, but streaming has, definitely. Streaming has definitely reached that, but VTubing is like a subset of streaming, so it's very much different, very niche still. I'm your favorite parasite. Yay! Are there any millionaire VTubers? Probably. I think it's probably unlikely that any of them would like publicly say it, but I mean, I know my earnings. I'm not a millionaire, and I'm also not the biggest streamer in the world, so I've heard, you know, sometimes people do talk about that behind the scenes, where they talk to each other, you know, about earnings and business stuff, which is, you know, that kind of happens, right? When you talk to streamers, streamers are so stupid because they have such little IRL experience, or like they're so detached from the real life that when they end up talking to each other in their free time, all they have to talk about is streaming, because that's all they know. Especially the ones who start off, you know, who are younger, who start off and just know streaming as a life. So they have very warped perceptions on, I think, the average person's experience. Yeah, older streamers and YouTubers have normal jobs, yes, of course. But there's definitely a subset of people who are, you know, coming into a lot of fame and fortune very early on in their life through streaming, and don't have like a normal life, I guess. I mean, it happens to, like, you know, affluent people in general, right? They're very detached from reality because, you know, they have, what is it? Stupid stuff like affluenza. You can kill a person if you're super rich, and like you can get out of going to jail because you're so rich that the judge for some reason will say, oh, you have affluenza, you can't possibly comprehend the cost of like a person's life because you're so rich. It's like insane, utterly insane. Anyway, yeah, there's probably VTubers who are millionaires. They're just probably not going to talk about it. Like, technically, if I own a house in Australia, I would be a millionaire, because I would own a property that is worth $1 million. If you want to, I would have assets worth $1 million, but I don't have that at the moment. Also, I would have to pay off all the rent, not the rent, the mortgage first, for me to be able to make that statement, which I don't. I'm still in the process of trying to get a house. Trying to get a house, a property. Oh, I could go for a proper property, actually. I haven't had one in 4 hours. My pre-ordering flex. Oh yes, there was a headline, actually, ironically. There's a headline designed to rage bait and antagonize people on some real estate website yesterday, I think, in Australia. Or was it this weekend in general? It was forward-thinking dad buys $1.1 million house for 14-year-old daughter. Which is, yeah. It's intentionally designed to wind people up because the housing situation is fucked. Good investment, it is. But, like, I read the article because I was curious. I was like, this surely can't just exist to piss people off. I then read the article. It was designed to just piss people off. It went through the whole auction process. It was 9 families trying to buy their first home, and this one dad who was trying to buy a house for his 14-year-old daughter so she can go to university and not have to worry about rent. And he outbid them by like $200,000. So yeah, that was fun to read, and I was like, damn. Kind of fucked. But it is what it is. Someone asked what a mortgage is. A mortgage is a home loan that you basically get to, you ask the bank or some sort of, I don't know, home loan providing company. Normally it's banks. And they will agree to cover the cost of the house, or a chunk of the cost of the house, and then you pay them back over time. So I do have a decent chunk of savings already, but yeah. Why can't you inherit parents' house? I can't inherit my parents' house because they're still alive. My parents are still alive. It is very impossible for me to inherit their house if they are still alive. They would need to both pass away, and I don't want that to happen anytime soon. You know, I might get into disagreements with my parents, but I don't want them to die. So, you know, that is a thing. People killing their parents to get their house. Isn't that literally like a famous case of 2 Hollywood kids killing their parents to get the inheritance? Isn't that a thing? I think it was. And then they used the excuse of they were being abused, I think. Yeah, the Mendez brothers. Yes, thank you for providing context. Yes, if you've never heard that before, it's a pretty crazy case that kind of gripped, I think, America, because it was, what was it, the 80s? I think it was the 80s. These 2 20-something-year-olds basically killed their famous rich parents, and then they were found guilty of the murder. And they alleged that it was in self-defense, I think was the excuse that they used. Anyway, sorry, what were we talking about? We're talking about housing, blah, 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 blah. We're talking about housing. Before that, we were talking about sleep. Oh, yeah, sorry, no. Yeah, I just don't get enough sleep lately. Sorry, I'm trying to get back on track. I'm trying to be on track. That was 1989? Oh, that was not that long ago. Yeah, so I think I should, if it's gonna get too bad that I can't sleep well, like if it gets really, really bad, which I don't think it's at the, my sleep health is not at the terrible level yet, but I think if it does, maybe I'll go see a doctor about getting melatonin. I don't know if it's Australia or just the UK. You need a melatonin prescription in Australia? Do you need a prescription for... Is it melatonin? I don't even know how to type it. Melatonin can be prescribed as a medicine, but it is also available over the counter for people aged over 55. Well, I'm not over 55. It screws with your hormones. Ooh. For most Australians, it does require a healthcare provider giving you a prescription. Fair enough. Yeah, I've heard about some of the health complications or side effects, like the really intense dreams. I'm not over 55. No, not yet. Give me a little bit. Are you drinking anything sugary or caffeinated after 9? Ignore the fact that I just said I could go for a cup of tea at 8:39 p.m. Have you tried Valerian? No. I don't really know. I don't think I've tried any sort of sleep aids, like, ever. Maybe I should. Thank you, Trail Gamer, for the super chat. I'm a man in my mid-20s thinking about taking on pole dancing classes. Can you give me any advice or words of encouragement? Thank you, Trail Gamer, for the super chat. I don't have any advice because I've never done pole dancing. Not even when getting glitty at the club, so to speak. Not even getting a crunk at the club. Could you, if you can, my advice would be, can you be like that one video of Dr. Eggman doing it? Can you dress up in a very funny costume before you do it? It makes a good video. Yeah, watch Magic Mike, I guess. I've watched Magic Mike. I've not... It was an alright film. Don't you crack your skull open? I imagine you could if you land on your own head. Good morning, day, evening. It's evening. Evening here. Thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, day, or night as well. You don't think melatonin, a vitamin supplement, should be a regulated substance? I think Australia is definitely known for being a little bit of a granny state. I guess. Like, it does have that reputation. But we also have, like, free healthcare. So, like, getting the prescription probably isn't that difficult because you can just see a doctor whenever. Like, I was able to get a doctor's appointment the next day. So, you know, if you did want to get something, it's kind of easy. Did you change your mic? It sounds different. Ah, did I? No, I didn't. It might be sounding a little crappy because I've had some tech issues with it. I've been having some tech issues with the microphone being fuzzy. Getting one guide? Potentially. But I don't know. Is it okay? Thoughts on TI? I will get to it, don't worry. Yes, I did watch TI. The idea it needs to be regulated is weird. I think it's just Australia being Australia. Who won? I'll get to it. I just want to talk about my health, I guess. I'll talk about it in a sec. Yeah, I don't know. It should probably, if it gets any worse, I probably will need to see a doctor about my sleep because it's pretty bad. I've been, like, 5 hours a day is not very good. Because eventually, you know, my body just says, oh, no, can't stream today, I need to catch up. Which is bad, because then you guys miss out on streams. So I think I should try and be a bit better about my sleep. Still got my foot? Yes, my foot is good. The cream is working wonders. It's definitely helping with the problem, so it's either some sort of skin condition or maybe it's a fungal infection. Either way, the cream is working because that's what it does. It's a general purpose cream called Resolve. It's just, you know, it does the job fighting skin stuff and then fungal stuff, so I'm happy to report that it's working. Problem is, that cream fucking stinks. Holy shit. It smells so strong. It smells so strong. Like, the first time I used it, I was rubbing it on my ankle and my foot, and then I was like, oh, I should wash my hands. Go to wash my hands. Actually, I am going to apply it right now because I just realized I haven't applied the second dose today. Went to go wash my hands. It doesn't come off. Like, I'm washing my hands. Obviously, like, the visual, like, the cream is gone from my hands, but the scent of the cream just lingers forever. And I am scrubbing my hands with hot, scorching water and soap. And that thing doesn't go away. The smell just lingers forever. And my room, the first day that I was using it, just smelled of the cream. And then my roomie came in and was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, I'm sorry, it's the cream. And she was like, ugh, it's gross. And then I was like, yeah, it's lingering in my room, and it's also lingering on my hands. And no matter how much I get rid of it, it's just not going away. And then that morning, when the morning after, the first time I used it, my hands obviously smelt like the cream. Woke up, still smelt like the cream. And I'm like, ew, gross. And then my roomie gave me the bright idea, okay, well, don't apply it with your hands, get Q-tips. So I've been stealing my roomie's Q-tips because I don't have any Q-tips. I'm using one right now to apply it to my foot. And that way I don't have to touch the cream and I can still apply it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my voice is dying. Ah! Let me hydrate. Sorry, I just ate before Din-Din's. I just ate before Din-Din's, so my voice is all croaky, I think. So yeah, I've just been just like tanking this horrible smelling cream. Hopefully it's not I hope it's not a fungal infection. It's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. Spread it with your feet? No, because then it's all over my feet, and then I have to wash my feet, and then it's just lingering on my feet all day. Well, I mean, it's going to linger on my feet anyway, but yeah, it's just really potent. Really, really potent smell. I've just finished applying it. That's my second tip for the day. It's really, really, really gross. And so I'm trying to not, like, touch it with my hands, because otherwise my hands just smell of the cream all day, and it sucks. I'm like, bleh. Bleh. Did you cover your feet with socks after applying the cream? No, I just leave it to breathe. Vinyl or latex gloves can do the job? Yeah, right. I'm gonna be honest, when I read that sentence, I thought that was going in a different direction, but that's just me being silly. Yeah, I could probably wear some, like, I don't know, like, what are they called? The medical gloves? Disposable gloves? Yeah, I could probably wear that, but, I mean, just using a Q-tip's pretty easy. Probably less waste as well. Lewd streamer? I'm not lewd. I've said this before. I have an appreciation for women in skin-tight clothing. You can shoot me. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so lewd. I'm so lewd. Oh wow. Clio likes women in form-fitting clothes. Wow, what a Kuma. What a Kuma. She likes women in sexy, form-fitting clothes that accentuate their curves. Damn. Wow, so lewd. So lewd. No. What did I just come into? Me defending myself and my reputation. Wow, people looking attractive. Yes, I like the eyes and the lip emote there. That's pretty good. The fuckboy mouth bite thing. I don't know what to call it. Yeah. Women in suits as well. Yeah, Helltaker. Helltaker women. Looks very nice. Oh my god, sorry, my head is just full of the cream smell. I should probably open the window. It is so potent. Actually, you know what? Maybe I put my foot down so it's not right next to my face. That would also help. You're always talking about that. I literally haven't spoken about that in a hot second. Kindle Nix, thank you for joining the Hexstones. Thank you very much. And Lou Crows, thank you for joining the emotes tier. Thank you very much. And thank you Cat98 for 4 months of support. Thank you very much, guys, for the support. I appreciate it. Catwoman. Look, we've all had our, you know, influences. I partook when I was younger in the TV show, I've said this many times, Totally Spies. Totally Spies appeared on TV one day and did a number on my psyche. So now I am the way I am. Clio, did you know that you appear in the anime Call of the Night? I can do you one better than that. I know that because I read the manga. I read the manga of it. So yes, I am aware of the detective from Call of the Night, who I kind of look like or resemble. Yes. Not intentionally, just do look like her. Totally Spies is dope. It is a show that I haven't seen in some time, but I do vaguely remember most of the things. Did you watch TI? I did. I'll get to that. I'll get to that. I'm just going to try and quickly wrap up. What else? Have you gone down the Totally Spies rabbit hole? I have seen the list of all of the various different themes. I have heard them. I mean, I've seen them. I don't know if I necessarily agree with all of them. But yes, that show does have the author's barely disguised fetishes. And, you know, that has influences on the people watching the show as well. It's like, wow, why does watching the characters become evil make me feel things? What's going on with that, huh? Why do I like seeing them become evil? What's going on with that? All shows are like that? I feel like not all shows are like that. Why do I like the women in skin-tight outfits? Yeah. Don't check your Twitter handle after stream. Eh? You mean like my art tag? You were being rused? Heyo, yes. Clear and skin tight outfit when? I think there is fan art of me with that, I think. Already? I think so. Nora, thank you for 1 month support. Hi Cleo, I like your streams and you make my heart skip a beat sometimes. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry you should see a doctor. That's not healthy. Mia watched a docuseries about fetishes earlier? Oh, okay. Mia taught me a lot about internet things that I didn't know about, which I now know about, which I'm... To be honest, I think I would prefer if I lived in ignorance with the things that Mia taught me about the internet, to be honest. But, you know, can't know the knowledge, so, it is what it is. Very cartoon physics-ish laser skit in Totally Spies is actually how very high-powered lasers work. The timescale is just within a few femtoseconds. Femtoseconds. I was going to say femtoseconds. Probably involves leaning or something. I don't know. Yeah. I do be like that. Anyway, sorry. What was I talking about? Sleep. Yep, covered that. What else is there? Oh yeah, there was the Canelo versus Crawford show. It was an okay spectacle. I'm not a serious boxing enjoyer. I enjoy combat sports casually. So watching the boxing events, because I very rarely watch boxing, it was okay. The fights always going the distance is always just like, eh. I don't know. It has issues. I think everyone, well, you see the track record of like the 3 fights that I watched, because I didn't watch all the entire show, but I watched the last 3 fights of the card, And all of the fighters involved had really good like knockout rates in their win-loss records, and then there were no knockouts, and I was like, I feel like I got robbed. Like, it got kind of exciting, but like just watching them eat fists and like not really get phased by it was just kind of vaguely disappointing. I don't know if that's evil of me, but like, I guess it's a testament to their training that they can handle getting punched in the head, but watching them get punched in the head and not go down makes the boxing less interesting, you know? Like, you want to see the KOs. Like, it can be exciting when they're beating the snot out of each other, but I don't know. Also, why do boxers not wear helmets anymore? You know what I mean? Why don't boxers wear the helmets anymore? No one in the card that I was watching wore the helmet. Is that a weight thing? That's only in the Olympics. Loss of aura. Being sad there's no concussions is crazy. It's not that I want them to get concussed. And also, you can get knocked out without being concussed, I'm pretty sure. I think. But, yeah, obviously I don't want them to have brain damage. The helmets don't help. Oh. They only wear the helmets at the Olympics. All knockouts do lead to CTE. Is that true? The helmets prevent cuts to the face. It's about promoting the boxer. Oh, okay. I could look these up, I guess. Why don't boxers wear helmets? 9 years ago. Punches stick to the headgear and it kills your peripheral vision. Boxing is way more exciting with glancing blows and mobile defense, hence pro boxers don't wear the helmets. Oh, okay. Studies have shown headgear offers limited protection against concussions, can obstruct vision, and gives a false sense of security that may encourage riskier behavior. Oh, there you go. There you go. Getting knocked out is your brain going to sleep for a hot second, I suppose. Hang on, let me look that up. Does getting knocked out give you a concussion? Getting knocked out is a traumatic brain injury that is considered a concussion. Okay, fair enough. Can you get knocked out without a concussion? Yes, you can be knocked out without having a concussion, but any loss of consciousness following a blow to the body or head should be treated as a potential head injury and requires urgent medical attention. I was going to say, I feel like I've seen stuff in sports where people go down and are out, but they don't get actual concussions. I know it's risky. That's why they use so much Vaseline. Yeah, they do use a lot of Vaseline, right? Because it helps with the... What is the Vaseline for? Hang on. Is it to stop cuts happening? Why do they use Vaseline in fighting? I can't type Vaseline. Fighters such as boxers and MMA athletes use a thin coat of Vaseline on their faces before a fight to make their skin more slippery. This helps punches slide off the skin rather than dig into it, which reduces the likelihoods of cuts and lacerations that could stop the fight prematurely. Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, Crawford got busted open. He got an accidental headbutt by Canelo in like the 11th round? Or was it the 10th round? And then Canelo was like, oh shit, sorry dude. Good night, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, that was I think the fight was interesting. It was interesting, but also very long. Like, boxing events go very long. very, very long. So it can make the show a bit uninteresting, I think. It stops them from biting each other's ears off. I think that only happened like once. Going 12 rounds is kind of boring. It was. It was kind of boring, to be honest. But, you know, I guess the better man won on the day, so... eh. Boxing pay-per-view watch-along when? I probably can't watch them on stream. Probably. But we can watch them as a community off-stream. Time of Ren, thank you for 4 months of support. Thank you very much. And Gilmy, thank you for 4 months of support as well. Thank you very much, guys. Right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that was the Carnell and Crawford event. Did I watch any wrestling? No. No, I didn't. But wrestling... Oh, yes! They announced WrestleMania 43 is gonna be in Saudi Arabia. And I think I might be done with WWE. I don't know. I think I might be done. Have fun? I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm nothing against the people of Saudi Arabia, but like, it would be like for an American if you don't get the, well, I guess it would be like if the Super Bowl was hosted in Australia, right? It would be like if the Super Bowl was being played in some random country that has nothing to do with American football. It would be like if, I don't know, the Premier League, like the FA Cup final was being played in Japan. It doesn't make any sense. Shawn Michaels getting his knees repaired. Oh no. You did just point that out. A lot of the wrestlers have been getting like replacement surgery. You did just oh no. Kurt Angle, didn't Kurt Angle just like a week ago say he's done with wrestling? He can't wrestle anymore. He's getting like a knee replacement. Oh no, 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 no. Oh man. I really hope that isn't. I hope that's for their personal well-being and not for they are going to be at WrestleMania 43 to perform in front of the Saudi crowd. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't. I can't get into WWE at the moment. It's hard for me to like want to keep watching it at the moment. I just. Maybe they can bring me back with some good storytelling, but it's more and more. Oh, the worst. Okay. The worst part about it is that I think it was Nick Khan or like someone in the WWE that's high up, or not WWE, TKO, which is the parent company of WWE, which is also the parent company of UFC. So, you know, a lot of fingers in combat sports pies, or entertainment pies, I should say, said that Vince McMahon priced his shows for families, and that they had a lot of opportunities to make money because of that. Which is, if you can't understand what he is implying there, if you don't understand what he is implying there, he is saying that because the tickets were always being priced for the common person to go and see a show and have a night of entertainment, like that was their target audience, the regular people, that TKO can say they can increase the price of tickets because they want their shows to be spectacles and not shows for just anyone. which is just an absolute insane thing to say, because you make the person who is pricing it for families sound like a good person. And when that person, like when Vince McMahon is being made to look like a stand-up guy, I think you might be maybe a bad person as well, but like maybe not for the same reasons. But that is pretty spectacular that you can make Vince McMahon, of all people, look like a stand-up family-oriented guy when he was being investigated for sex trafficking by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. It's fantastic. It's fantastic that they've managed to do that. Yeah, so I don't know, I can't see myself wanting to support the WWE at the moment. It's kind of bonkers. UFC ticket prices are for steroid dealers. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Is that when the tickets become expensive, it becomes like a status symbol, right? You're no longer pricing the events for the fans of the events. You're pricing it for the type of person who sees going to those events as a status symbol and as like a flex for social media, right? It's going to be like going to Coachella. It's going to be like going to Burning Man. It's going to be like going to the UFC, for example, where they can price the actual audience of their product out of being able to attend the events and instead chase the parasitic shitheads who care more about how they look on social media because they are so vapid, and clout chasing and have more money than brain cells, because they probably have like some weird social media following or empire. It's just like, ooh. It sucks. It sucks. All over the place? Yeah, it seems to happen all over the place. Yeah, so if you didn't know, WrestleMania tickets in this year were $70,000 for a front row seat. And I think maybe 10 to 15 years earlier, it's closer to like $1,000. So like, yeah, it's actually insane. It's actually insane. Like the show is not for the actual audience of the product anymore. It's for people who, you know, want to flex that they have the money to afford to go to a show for a thing that they might not be that interested in, but they get to be on TV or they get to be on camera for it. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Some college basketball teams will black out the TV coverage of their games because they want live attendance, but the games are always sold out. It's so stupid. Yeah. Went to WrestleMania 38 and spent like $300 for floor seats next to the stage. Yeah. Yeah, like that seems reasonable. I imagine the seat that you got then is maybe like 10 times that, at least. Probably more. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with WWE, unfortunately. People are showing up as they are doing more international pay-per-views, so it's more of a once-of-a-lifetime experience, I suppose, yeah. I suppose so. Like, I don't fault people for being fans overseas and wanting to go see the shows when they, you know, eventually tour there. Like, it's coming to Australia. Maybe I'll change my tune when I can get tickets for I don't know, WWE or AEW, because they're both coming to Australia eventually. I think next year. Anyway, sorry, wrestling tangent over. Right, TI, Dota, guys, Dota. For all the people who were like, Clio, did you watch Dota? Clio, did you watch Dota? Clio, did you watch Dota? Yes, I watched Dota. I watched a fuck ton of Dota. In the last 2 days, I watched an absolute boatload of Dota. Unfortunately, it was in Hamburg in Germany, I think, right? So it was not a good time for me, unfortunately, because the games would start at 6 p.m. my time, and then maybe at some places, like I think it was on the nights with lots of games, it was finishing at like 5 a.m. So I didn't get to see half the matches, unfortunately, until last night, in which I was like, oh no, I'm not streaming today, maybe I can watch it. And then I was like, oh, but I want to stream tomorrow. I'll just do an evening stream. So I did watch Dota. So I watched the International, and holy heck, what a tournament. That was good stuff. I have been Dota entertained, not sports entertained. I have been esports entertained, I guess is how I should put it. That was a good tournament. I don't want the games to be stomps. I would like them to be, from a spectator perspective of being like an unbiased spectator. I think it's more fun if the games are back and forth and less stompy. So like, was it Heroic versus Bet Boom? That game series, I think it was Heroic versus Bet Boom. The one with the Enigma, like all in, buys the refresher. That was insane. I think it was Heroic versus Bet Boom, or BB Team, because they can't be called Bet Boom because of gambling reasons. At TI 2025. That was fucking insane, that series. The last game of that was insane. If you haven't seen it, it was... That last game was so crazy. With the gyro pick. Basically at the end, like 1v5ing. That was... I was losing my mind watching that game. And like I feel for the poor Enigma, because he got like the best black hole he probably could have got. And like... You know what's the worst part? I watched the clip back. If you watch the clip back... The reason they lose that fight, that last fight with the gyrocopter, the TA, Yuma, doesn't BKB because he thinks that he's safe because the black hole is going off. So he's killing the gyrocopter, and then the enemy support runs over and Yulzes the TA. If he doesn't get Yulzed, if he BKBs... the gyro dies. So yeah, unfortunately, the Yules goes off, and by then it's too late. Have you watched any Tekken esports? I watched a bit of Evo, and it was involved a zoning fighter, and I was like, this fucking sucks. I don't want to watch this. Does anyone know what this hag is yapping about? Yeah, I'm yapping about Dota, which I might be inspired to play some Dota today, guys, considering TI just happened, which the server should be pretty popping off because it's Dota. It's like a Horst throw. Yeah, it's just like a minor thing where obviously the TA was trying to min-max the BKB, thinking that, oh, I don't need to worry about getting stunned because I think the main threats are in the black hole. But yeah, they forgot to... I think, was it the Disruptor or something? It was either the Disruptor or the Hoodwink basically just managed to Yules the TA and ruined and that's what cost them the game. These sure are words, sorry. Have you watched CS? A long time ago, yes. I used to play a little bit of Counter-Strike, but I don't really care about esports Counter-Strike, sorry. I can appreciate the spectacle. No Deadlock. Maybe we'll play Deadlock soon. Maybe we'll play Deadlock eventually, yes. Because I believe Deadlock is kind of peak at the moment. Also, they added me to the game. Spider Dude, thank you for the super chat. No, not the super chat. Thank you for the donation. That happened here in LA. When the hockey team was for the first time in the finals, the Kardashians and their clones showed up over real fans. I'm sure they became overnight fans and were not there to infest the cool new thing, lol. That sucks. Sucks to hear about. But yeah. Sorry, I assume that was in relation to when we were talking about sports being and events being infested with people there because they want to get the clout of having been there rather than actually being fans. Yeah, Paige from Deadlock is me, so I guess that's my new main, even though I played the Turret Lady exclusively when I did play Deadlock back in the day. Good night. Dota chat is making you hiss like a vampire in the sunlight. Sorry. Are you sure you're not from Eastern Europe? I'm from Western Europe, but I am from Europe. You can't take that away from me. They added Germa to Deadlock. Is that the doorman who's everyone keeps making slutty as hell with mods? Is that how you're talking about? Is that Germa? Okay. Brexit means Brexit. I know you're trying to be a wine like a Bantosaurus Rex, but you're failing miserably. I'm literally Irish. Dorman's a menace. I don't know anything about new Deadlock. I was surprised to see that there was no announcements at TI. They kind of conditioned the audience to expect announcements at TI, and then they made no announcements at TI, so people were kind of ooh about that. Which I can understand, because it feels like Valve is basically just all in on Deadlock instead of just Dota nowadays. But you know, I had fun at the events. The esports was esporting. I enjoyed the spectacle. The final was fun to watch, aside from the fact that it went up till 5 a.m. And then at the end I was like, I'm sorry guys, I gotta go to bed, because we did a watch along on Discord. And then I realized, oh, I've watched 12 hours of Dota non-stop today. 12 hours of Dota. And then I had the sudden realization after going through 12 hours of Dota. I was like, is this what it's like to watch my streams? Is this what it's like to be a Clio IT fan? So sorry guys, I respect to the people who sit through and watch all of my streams from start to finish. Because yeah, I was falling asleep. I in fact did fall asleep. The third game of P-Vision versus XG, which was apparently like super tense. It was like 10 minutes in, there were 2 kills aside. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting sleepy. Nothing's happening. They're just playing incredibly safe, which is obviously understandable because it was a knockout game. I was feeling very sleepy, and then I went to lie down and watch it from my bed for better comfort, and then the next thing I know, I wake up and it's 55 minutes into the game, and I'm like, oh no, I've missed the entire thing. So like I woke up to like the game, I think, basically ending, which was unfortunate, so maybe I'll go back and watch that. I don't know. At least you didn't miss the end. Yeah, it's true. Typical Cleo stream. Cleo goes for dinner and I have break. Come back after she's still streaming for a while. Yeah, that's me streaming. Esports is second monitor content for sure. Yeah, I tried to stay awake by playing things like The Bazaar. And it helped a little bit. Oh, speaking of which, wait, did I do that today? Was that yesterday? Hang on, let me just disregard it, guys. I haven't streamed in a few days, so I don't remember. Have I done my Uma Musume dailies today? Which team was I rooting for? This was one of the first TIs where I don't think I was actually rooting for a team. Sorry, I'll mute that. I forgot if I've done my dailies today. We haven't seen Uma in a while. Well, there is the event on right now. What is it called? The Gemini Cup? Yeah, the Gemini Cup. I'm into the final. I'm in the final for the Gemini Cup. Do you want to watch me do the other qualifying rounds? Because I have, it says entries left today, 3 out of 3. Costs a ticket. I think I have 2 tickets. Do you want to watch my races? We could do that. It's free money? Yeah. And I can talk about Dota in the meantime, whilst it plays in the background, right? Because I don't actually do anything. You're not gonna see anything. You're not gonna miss anything. I can just talk about I can talk about Dota whilst it's in the background. Doesn't it cost carrots? I think, but if I win, then I get in, right? I win carrots if I get through, and I already have. Oh wait, I unticked the wrong thing. There we go. Oh, why is it so small? Sorry, I'll just do that. There we go. Also, I forgot to say, Amy, thank you for the raid. My bad, guys. Thank you, Amy, for the raid before the stream started. Anyway, yeah, so I was Dota. Anyway, this is my team. It's just Rudolph, Goldchip, Narita. Yes, thank you for the raid, Amy. I'll give you guys. How do I turn it down again? Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry. Let's see how we go. I've already won 4 out of 5. I've got some decent horses, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so this TI, I wasn't rooting for any players. Like, I was not... I mean, not for any players. I wasn't rooting for any teams. I am a bit of a fair weather fan, I will admit. I did start cheering for OG during their first TI win. Like, I was always a fan of them because of, you know, Anna was on the team. So I was always rooting for them because they had an Australian. But yeah, no debuffers. So I don't like, you know, I do kind of gravitate towards the fan favorites just because they're the fan favorites, which may be a bit of a fair weather fan of me thing to do, but you know, it was nice to see Nigma there. Like, I was very surprised to see Nigma do so well at TI. I don't think anyone really expected that. But yeah, this TI, I was just like, well, it'd be nice if Ame won, and then conversely, it would also be nice if Crit won, because both of them have been kind of doing it for so long that I kind of just wanted someone who had been in the scene for so long who hadn't, you know, won the big one yet. Oh wait, skill activation. I should probably get out of the way. Where should I go if I want to avoid the activity feed? So this is Subway Surfers for you guys. I just realized this is Subway Surfers whilst I yap. Kuroki's a better coach than player. He is, of course. He's doing a lot better as a coach than they have been when he was playing. That's what's up. It's about the storylines? It is! It is about the storylines. It's not going to be a 12-hour Uma Musume stream, don't worry. The guy is cursed. You saw his Medusa game, you thought, no way he loses. Subway Surfaces goes in the corner. That's true. It does. It doesn't take up the whole screen. But yeah, this is my background noise for you guys to look at whilst I yap about Dota, I guess. Do people get content claimed for Dancing Fruit? Probably yes. Any Kingdom Come today? Oh yeah, I can show you my schedule for the week. Do I have, what is this? Oh, yeah, hang on. Let me show you it. Hopefully I don't get dinged by YouTube for the art. Today is evening hangouts. Tomorrow EU4. Wednesday Twitter War Shogun. Thursday Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Friday Endless Legend 2. I'll be playing that for the first time. Saturday haven't got a clue. And then Outer Wilds on Sunday. I promise it'll actually happen this time. No surprise IRL events. And yes, for people who are like, wow, Clio, surprise IRL events. I don't know what that's code for. You clearly have a boyfriend. No, so what has happened is that in Australia it was Father's Day. I think this month. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Father's Day this Sunday. Not this Sunday. Or it was Father's Day recently in Australia. At least someone told me I was right. It was last week. My family didn't get together for that yet. So it's not happened yet. We're kind of playing it by ear, but basically what's happened is my sister is very busy with her job and doesn't have any time to hang out for the Father's Day stuff. Also is busy being a parent. So basically, I'm just on permanent standby for whenever that happens. Because I haven't seen my family in a hot second. Anyway, I'm hoping Goldship does Goldship things. It looks like all of my horses are doing horse things, which is kind of nice. You know that feeling? Yeah, basically, well, the thing is, because I live quite far away from my family, I don't find out about any events happening until, like, the 2 days before, if that. So I don't get enough of a heads up that I'm actually going to be winning. We do have a family chat, and they don't tell me. They don't tell me that things are happening until, like, the last second. And they're like, by the way, Clio, we're gonna do the family dinner or whatever, the family plans, today. And so, as a result, I don't find out, and then I have to spontaneously cancel on you guys. Because I can't turn... I mean, maybe I could turn around and go to my family and be like, hey, I can't do that, that's too short of a notice. But yeah, basically my family is a little bit shit sometimes when it comes to telling me that things are happening. So as a result, yeah, they kind of just assume I'm always available because I don't have a real job, I think, and I also don't have a social life. So I think they're just assuming I will always be there for things, which is not how this works. So I'm sorry that I sometimes have to cancel things last second, but that is legitimately, like, one of the things that happens a lot with my family. They don't know that you have an actual job. They don't necessarily see what I do as a real job. Like, they understand that I'm doing well and I'm being successful in what I do, but they don't see streaming as, like, a real 9-to-5 serious occupation. They see it as something that I do from time to time that just so happens to pay well. So as a result, it's kind of hard for them to, like, treat it seriously. Oh, my Symbol Rudolph, the second favorite. Nice. Given that I do 12-hour streams, it's hardly a 9-to-5, but I guess they're right. Kind of. So yeah, I apologize if, like, for... This is just, like, in general, I suppose. But yeah, unfortunately, just IRL stuff. People decide that I need to be there for family things, and they just kind of don't tell me until the last second. Shadow Ryu, thank you very much for 3 months of support, by the way. Thank you very much on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just kind of happy. You know, it would be nice if I had a little bit more of a heads up, but why should I expect my family to adapt instead of them expecting me to adapt, eh? Isn't that classic? No, Clio, you're young. You're young and you should have free time because you don't have a life. It's like, oh, okay, thanks. Just say no, I have a sponsored stream. I should do that. That's genuinely a really smart idea, and considering the amount of times I seem to have sponsored stream lately, maybe I could use that as an excuse. Which I hope you guys are okay with. Like, I think for the most part everyone's kind of chill with me having a decent amount of sponsors. Obviously we had the Borderlands one that was... What was that? Friday? That was Friday, yes. Clio's a fake hag? No, I am a hag. I'm just beholden to my family. I think like a lot of people are. Be big money Clio at school. I mean, so technically, like, the creative assembly streams for games like the Medieval 2 stream that I did last week, that was technically a sponsored stream. Because it's part of the creative assembly event thing that I'm doing, which I am paid for. The appearances of being on the Clash, the Creator Total War Clash, I think is what it's actually called. Which, if you didn't see the results, guys, fucking crushed. I won 3-0. 3 games to 0, I won, by the way. I used expert strategy. So you should be proud of me. Get the house money, thanks. And yeah, my team is now number 1, I think, right? That's pretty good. Corner camp? No, I used amazing strategy. Okay. I did not cheese and fight in the corner. So first fight, also with insane ping, by the way. I can show you the recordings, probably. I can probably show you the actual recording of the match, so you can see the latency of the events. It is pretty bad, because the person I was playing against was in Britain. Is that an evil nature? I don't know. Might be, but I don't care, because I think I've won again. So first match, it was Spain, my Spain versus his Aztecs. He just had a fuck ton of infantry, which I think is just all what the Aztecs have. Did I just get first, second, and third? That's pretty good. Nice. Yes, this is the Gemini Cup. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Yes, you can't, I think you would be hard pressed to find a worse ping than Australia to UK. Maybe there is some weird ones, like technically South America has to route through America, so that can be pretty rubbish. Did you tertio square? No, because it was early tech, so I don't think tertios are in the early tech, the early age. So we did 3 fights. First fight is early age, second fight is high age, and then the third one is late age, I think, of the 3 ages in Medieval 2. So I did, the first match was my Spain versus his Aztecs. I could show you it now, probably. Do I have a Windows capture? That's Discord. What the? Okay, let's not do that. I could show you it right now. I'll just mute the game for a sec. Videos. Total War Medieval. Here we go. Is this the first battle? Yeah, this is the first battle. Windows capture, Windows media player. If you want to see the latency of the fight, let's see if I can find it. Let's see if you can see the latency of my units moving. You can kind of see me struggling with the micro because it's very, 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 very laggy. But also the game plays very poorly. It turns out Medieval 2 has pretty bad controls. But let's see if I can show off some movement. Like, unfortunately, it's like really maybe if I go later in the fight when I'm starting to cavalry charge. There you go. There's kind of like a showcase of the latency. You can see the troops are just kind of like stutter walking. I'll just make the video so you can actually see the entire video. Right? You can kind of see the latency, right? It's pretty... I think the ping was like 400 latency. So like in some parts it actually does kind of go a little quick, but that's also because the horses are running. The horses are running, so it's pretty rough, like the latency on the gameplay. Like you can see me panicking and trying to get them to move faster by like issuing the orders over and over again. And that's me, I think, trying to surround his last few troops. Anyway, yeah, so first game. Sorry, I'll there you go. There's an example of the latency. It was pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah, so I had like 400 ping. But I imagine he also had 400 ping. Well, actually, he was the host. I was the one connecting to him, I guess, so... I don't know how that works, if he had high ping or not. Anyway, yeah, so the first match was Spain versus Aztecs. He had just mass infantry. I had pretty crazy amounts of cavalry. And then, like a decent amount of frontline, just heavy infantry to hold the line. And so I just hammer and anviled him with my cavalry over and over again. That's how I won game 1. Fight 2, I go France, because that's what you guys were basically giving me advice. It was like, the advice that I was given was pick Spain early, pick France high, pick Venice late. So I did that. So I picked I picked France for the second one. He picked Scotland. And I took a peek at the Scottish roster and saw that it was a lot of pikemen, like a lot of spearmen and pikemen. And so I was assuming that, oh, if he is picking that, then maybe it's because he thinks I'm going to go heavy cavalry and he's going to pick a very heavy pike lineup. So I tried to fake him out and went heavy infantry instead. I went pure infantry as friends, with 3 random crossbowmen as like a diversion. And so he picked a very tanky defensive line that didn't move and just stood there waiting for me because he also had a trebuchet. I did just get a triple late start in the Uma race. That's wonderful. So yeah, I wasn't playing the meta, I was playing the player. Which I thought was a smart decision. Anyway, so he sets up this really defensive line, pikes in front, and then he's got like heavy infantry on the side as well. And then he's got archers behind his pikes, and then a trebuchet. And so he's just taking pot shots at me. So I'm like, oh, how do I deal with this? And so I march forward to my crossbowmen to try and like have a go at him, like probe his lines. Turns out, because the game doesn't communicate range of the ranged units at you, turns out the archers outrange crossbowmen. Didn't know that. So my crossbowmen get obliterated by his archers and his trebuchets. So I run away. Is this an unusual time slot? I do evening stream sometimes. So that's why I'm streaming now. When I have things on during the day, yes. Which I'll get back to, sorry. You got me on the Total War Clash. I want to talk about it. You can watch it, by the way. It's on the Total War Live channel on YouTube, and also Total War on Twitch. It's on their channels, if you want to watch the matches. Yeah, so archers basically destroyed my crossbowmen, and I was like, ah, fuck, retreat. So I retreat all my guys. I think I've lost this one. I don't think I'm winning. Because that gold ship is taking over. What was I going to say? Yeah, so my crossbowmen get wrecked. So what I decide to do is just march at him en masse with most of my army. But first things first, my center. The center of my line being my heavy infantry. And so when I do that maneuver, what he goes for is he starts going for the pincer to envelop me. So I was like, well, it's now or never, knowing my military acumen. So I figured, okay, if he's going to try and pincer me, I'm going to take the sides instead. So when he goes for the pincer, I quickly pull my heavy infantry that are charging up the middle to the sides, and then I just take both of his sides out at once, and then he leaves his front line exposed because he panics with his pike on where to send him. And then his archers are completely exposed, his trebuchet is completely exposed, and then I win. So I actually did use legitimate strategy, guys. So please be proud of me. I don't think I'm gonna win this, unfortunately. Oh, it's close though. Ooh. Yeah, so that was fight 2 at the Total War Clash. So that was nice. Damn. Nosed in 3/4. Defeating an enemy in detail is how you deal with pincer attacks. Napoleon was a master at that. Yeah. If Storm Stretch activated, you would want that. That's okay. I've already made it to the finals, technically, so I don't need to worry about this. This is just for the rewards. If this game had photo finish, it would be peak. That would be pretty sick, yes. If Valve does another True Sight, do you want to have a watch along? Yeah, of course. It's fun. I really like the True Sights. But I don't... Did they do a True Sight for last year? I forget. Ooh, number 3 fave. Nice. And great condition. That's good news. So that was fight 2, and then fight 3 was Venice versus Timurids. He picked an all-elephant and all-rocket artillery lineup, and basically my screen didn't stop shaking. Let me show you that, actually. Let me show you how obnoxious this fight was. With 400 ping, mind you. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. So I went like, I was thinking, oh, because I knew he was picking the Timurids. I was like, oh shit, I better have pikemen, just in case. Turns out I did not bring enough. Anyway, if you want to see what happened with this fight, I think it's like maybe... This is all I got to experience. If you can see the screen shaking. And the lag. This is all that happened. It's just the screen started shaking violently. It's just non-stop shaking because the rockets are going off. This is what I was dealing with the entire fight. It was fucking awful. Yeah, they had rocket artillery, it turns out. And so it just made my screen shake non-stop. He sniped the general with the artillery, by the way. That was fucked. And then the elephants terror route all of my infantry over and over, but luckily he had such a small army that I was able to just overcome him. Eventually. But yeah, I got very close to losing. I got very close to losing this one. It was fucked up. This is all I'm experiencing, is just the screen constantly shaking. It was fucked up. And then yeah, I think his elephant just go round in circles in my infantry and scare them, but not necessarily kill them. So they didn't take much damage, they just got scared a lot. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing this with 400 ping. Anyway, TLDR, I think the main reason I win is because I take my crossbow cavalry and I just charge his artillery instead of like shooting at them. I just charge and win that way. And so it like army lost him that way. Anyway, yeah. So that was a fun fight because he just made my screen shake a lot and all of my troops really scared. Sotek skipped town. I don't know if any of you have seen Sotek's social media. I don't want to comment on it because it's not my story to tell, but something quite serious happened, so maybe don't joke about it, is all I will say. Not making lights. I know. I know they phrased it as him like skipping town or whatever, but it turns out it's quite a serious situation, unfortunately. So hopefully everything is okay with him and his family. And yeah, happy to, you know, fill in for the event, because it also works out, because then I don't play Rome and then Rome 2. Now I play Rome and Medieval, so it's all spread out a little bit. But my next event for the Total War Clash will be me playing Napoleon, which I've never played before. So next week, guys, I will be doing a Total War Napoleon stream, because I've never played Total War Napoleon before, and it's also in a time frame that I don't care about. Sorry to any early modern historian fans or history fans. I don't... Oh my god, stop rushing, please. I don't know how to do a gun lines and all that jazz. Is that a front runner? Well, no, it's a pace chaser Rudolph, I guess. It must be. Must be a pace chaser Rudolph. Why is she sprinting ahead? Why is my end closer in 6th? Okay, good. Oh shit, look at them go. Yes, overtake the enemy gold ship. Basically, my experience with this event is me watching my... You know that John Cena meme where he looks really sad, but he's like smiling at the same time? You know that meme? My experience with this event is that expression, me, when my gold ship gets overtaken by 2 other gold ships. Which is basically what happens every event. If you know the John Cena gif that I'm talking about, where he's just like... but sad. He's smiling, but he's quite sad. Yeah. It's not actually different to do gun lines, just maneuver more important. Yeah, so I don't know how to play, like, modern... like, not modern, early modern warfare. Like, I've never played a game that involved early modern warfare, aside from EU4, and that doesn't really count, to be honest. Thank you, Anonymous. Bit random. Thank you for the donation. Bit random, but when you were talking about funny Australian places, names with you mentioned Townsville. It used to be 2 cities, and I was born in the other. Thurigawa. They merged into what is current day Townsville in 2008. Fun fact for you. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was as recent as 2008. Interesting. Thank you. Thank you for the context. I think I've won, guys. I think I've won. Guys, I think I got this one in the bag. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Also, Malcolm, thank you for 4 months on YouTube as well. Thank you very much. We should put real women in idol outfits and make them do track runs you would watch. I don't know about that. You could probably get, like... Isn't that what Hololive has done in the past? Didn't they do, like, sports events? In 3D? I feel like I've vaguely remember that. 128. Speaking of Hololive. Not in idol outfits, though? Yeah, that's true. They would have been in, like, the 3D tracking outfits, I suppose. Not sport, not actual idol outfits. They tried doing it in lingerie, it didn't work as well as expected. Yeah, which is a shame. A great shame, sadly. There are Uma cosplay racing in Thailand. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Yes, when the big craze of Uma really took off. They were like, they did like a cosplay event at a race course and then had them race as well, right? That sounds familiar. I don't think I'm gonna win this one, but oh well. Never say never. Never say die attitude. What were we talking about, guys? Dota! Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, Dota. I was talking about who I wanted to win, wasn't I? Yes, yes. Basically, it came down to I was fine if Crit or Arme won. Sorry, I just went on a half-hour tangent, I think. And yeah, I think honestly, I would just prefer if either Crit or Arme won, so obviously the rest of their team also winning. So I was really thankful that the final involved Crit's team versus Arme's team, and then I think towards the end of it, I was kind of leaning towards Crit winning, because Crit is a support player. So I have some sympathy for him being a support player versus a carry player. Games were lost at draft. Yeah. That Juggernaut pick in the last game was such a throw. Not banning the Disruptor and the Naga Siren was such a throw. But it was a genius play by Falcons. I don't know if you noticed this. I don't know if any of you picked up on it. But what they did was, so Falcons always opted for first ban, not first pick. So what they were doing throughout the entire draft was they were banning the two most contested bans in the tournament every game. They banned Naga Siren and they banned Disruptor. And then, for the final match of the series, they swapped from ban first to pick first. And so basically, they just like kind of managed to get Extreme Gaming into their own heads a little bit, because they made them ban the player-specific bans, like the Primal Beast, the Sand King, etc., on Malrine, right? And they forgot about the actual important patch ban of Disruptor and Naga Siren. So, when it comes to the first pick going through, Falcons just goes, okay, we'll take Siren and Disruptor. And so they did. And, yeah, they, I think Falcons just completely forgot about the fact that, yeah, they basically conditioned them to expect that Siren and Disruptor would always be banned. And then, when they didn't do it, I think Extreme Gaming just, like, forgot to ban them. Which was, pretty crazy. And so they picked it, and then guess what? They did amazingly. Like, Snaking had absurd saves with his Siren. Like, absolutely absurd savings. Oh, I've won, by the way. By the way, I won the race. We were talking about Dota, and I've won the race. Big mental play, yes. Big brain time, exactly. That's a lot of what esports is, in Dota. Is just, you know, outthinking the opponent. It's just ults all the way down, guys. Siren save plus vision is OP. Yeah. Freaking Rudolph, man. Wish you had one. I picked her. I saw a woman in military uniform, and I was like, that's my horse. That's my Oshi. That's my horsey. So I picked her. I might actually get first, second, third here. I'm also distancing them. I think I did just get first, second, third. Yay! Good choice. I'm glad. She's the best. Who doesn't love a woman in military uniform, guys? Your Oshi is vodka, but because you're Russian. Ah, cute. I just got my vodka to 3-star. Oh no, I got first, second, fourth. Okay, cool. So that's 4 wins out of 5, guys. Yippee! That's another decent amount of rewards. Yay! I'm in the B one because I'm not very good at this game. / I haven't put enough money in it to be in the A one. Ooh, wait. Oh god, guys. Wait, how many entries can I do? Oh, geez, guys. There's still 3 more entries. Okay, we might do this. Okay, I'm just gonna run this in the background. Wait, how long do I have? I got 10 hours. I can do this after stream. Can I save those tickets for tomorrow? Like, for the last round? Can I save that for the finale? Or is it just this? No? Okay. Okay, well... I mean, I could yap. You'll forget after stream. Okay, well, maybe we do one more. Do you guys mind if I yap over it? Go for it. The problem is, I think if in the finals, I'm probably not gonna win. Because, like, I'm getting kind of lucky that I'm facing the best of the worst, right? I think at the moment, I'm facing the best of the worst, and I don't think my lineup is that good in this. I don't think my lineup's that good. So if I face the best of the the best of the best of the worst, I'm probably gonna lose. Thank you for 4 months of support, Mr. Barman. L, I guess? Mr. L. If a horse girl wears body armor, does that count as a... I never know how to say that word. Is it cuirassier? Cuirassier? I don't know, but maybe. It's not looking good, guys. I don't think we're gonna win. But maybe. Maybe we'll win. Seeing how you got 4 wins out of 5, I think you have a decent chance. Yeah, bad on two houses. 2 horses. Kinda sucks. Speaking of 2 houses, guys, they made a game for me. Did you see the Nintendo Direct that I watched with Harry? Did you see that? Guys, they made a game just for me. They announced the new Fire Emblem, and they made it Greco-Roman inspired. They made it just for me. 4 houses, but also with guns. I don't know anything about it. I need to read into it, because all I've seen is the trailer at first. I said, oh no, a twink on the Emperor. I did say that, because he looked like a twink. Have you seen T.I. or LCK Clio-san? I have! I watched T.I. I had a lot of fun. We were just talking about it. We were just talking about how much fun I had. I did a Discord watch-along with my viewers. If you want to come to those, it's discord.com/Clio or discord.gg/Clio is the link. If you want to join, there is a vibe check that you need to pass. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. You gotta blend in with the existing members. You gotta be chill. No, don't be too weird. So yeah. You can't not be weird. Don't be weird, have fun. Yeah, like we're all like with the Discord, you know. I kind of just want it to be a place where everyone can hang out and have fun, and like I don't want you guys to be like, how do I say this? I don't know, uncomfortable about, like, some people don't exactly have the best manners when it comes to like online communities and behavior and like interacting with others, and so just like, you know, be nice and respectful. You can be yourselves, but also don't be an arsehole. And if being an arsehole is being yourself, then I don't know, maybe consider not joining. No slurs? I mean, shouldn't. An extension of just don't be a dick? Pretty much. No WoW guild drama? No. The Discord server is 18+? It is. It is 18+. It's looking pretty bad, this one. Well, I mean, gold ship is maybe my hope. Yeah. Red Fox said I smell. Could he get a permaban? I mean, I feel like that one is backed up by facts. So, I don't think it's him being rude necessarily is supposed to be just him telling the truth. Huh? Damn! Sorry, this is a bit of banter. What's that smell? Whiffy banter. My Rudolph is blue. This run, yeah. Actually, well, she somehow is still ulting. I don't know how. Even though she was in 9th the entire race. I would slander a man on his internet break. I mean, that's fair if you're on your internet break. We've not won this one. We do encourage bathing and deodorant. Yes. Please, guys, if you go to FazeCon, wear deodorant and take a shower. Please, 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 please. Conventions, unfortunately, have a reputation for being very stinky. So please, guys, if we do FazeCon, please. Please. Please, 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 please. Wow, we still got second, third, and fourth. Is pretty good, considering how ass that was for us. Please, 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 please. Get a bath. Get a shower. They're really nice. It's really nice to get a bath and a shower. Also, deodorant can help make you look and smell more attractive. If you smell nice, people will want to spend time with you more often than not. Just don't wear too heavy of like cologne or anything. I've pitched it to Sakana. I said, if we're doing a convention, we should sell our own deodorant. And you can just have it be like themed after every girl. We could have a deodorant scent for every member. And then... oh, geez, that's not looking good. We could have a deodorant scent for every single person in the company. And then, you know, you can buy your Oshi's scent and have that. What did he say? I think it's probably like one of those things where it's hard to make merchandise of deodorant. Because it's probably like a health... like, you probably need to pass some sort of regulation to do that, I imagine. There's probably some sort of, like, regulation around deodorant and body spray and all that jazz and cologne. Perfume, right? That you might need to, like... not... what's the opposite of not comply? I guess you would have to comply with, which maybe as a VTuber, as you know, we're not the biggest VTuber company in the world. We're doing okay, but like, do we have the resources to dedicate to R&Ding like deodorant smells that would then pass like whatever approval process to be sold as merchandise in wherever the hell FazeCon is? I'm gonna take a guess. It's probably gonna be North America. Probably America or Canada. I don't know. I don't think we've made any announcement about that. Like, hopefully it'll happen. And if it has, I'm out of the loop. I'm too busy streaming all day. Just kidding, I didn't stream all this weekend. Please don't kill me. But it was for a good reason. I didn't sleep, and then TI was on, and TI was sick. Although I did feel like pretty rough yesterday because I watched a boxing event straight into TI. It was like, Jesus Christ, that was so much just sitting there and watching things. Why is my Narita Taishin 5th? Slow down! I feel like I'm the parents in The Incredibles at the end. You know, do you remember the film The Incredibles? At the end when they let the son enter the races and they're like, no, don't win by too much. I feel like I have to do that with my horses sometimes. She's an end runner. What the fuck is she doing in 5th? I know there's only 9 horses, but like, slow the fuck down! You're in front of the late surger. Like, Rudolph is a late surger. Why the fuck is she in front of her? Gaining ground is actually good. I know, but her ult is like situational based on position, I think. I love watching Rudolph I love watching gold chips overtake all my horses. I love watching gold ships overtake all my horses. Although my gold ship is probably about to overtake mine, so... Mihona is pulling them all ahead. I did see someone, like, enter a Haru Urara as a frontrunner with 7 speed. Someone on my Discord posted that, because it basically slowed down everyone else in the race. Okay, I'm gonna get 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I don't know if we can catch this gold ship, who is fucking 10 million meters ahead. Yeah, I don't think we're catching them. I do like how every time I go around the final corner, I get 3 procs of Behold the Emperor's Divine Might. Pretty cool. There's all 3 of them fucking at the same time. Yeah, I don't think we win this, unfortunately. Ooh, go, 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 go! Homestretch haste? Nah. Oh well. Second, third, fourth. They do that to slow down the pace so end closers and late surges use way less stamina. Oh! So if that's for like cheesing. That's for cheesing the races? Is the Discord membership only? I mean, I would prefer if you support me financially, but I can't force you. I mean, I could, I guess, maybe make it so that you have to subscribe to me, but I don't think it is at the moment. But you should subscribe to me. Did you know that you can subscribe on YouTube for as cheap as $1, guys? Don't you have $1? Sorry, I'll do the terrible shilling. Guys, did you know that you can support me for as little as $1? Like that! Testidius Yabby, thank you for 3 months of support. Yeah, you can get the funny emotes to use in chat. There you go. Thank you, Lost Gallons, for 2 months of support as well. Thank you. And Malcolm, thank you for the $1 super chat as well. And thank you, Zolly Zero, for signing up with the emotes tier as well. Thank you very much. How do you get out of the emotes tier? I think you can do a thing where if you can like upgrade your subscription, I think. Wait, you mean to tell me that YouTube is $1? I've been scamming myself with Twitch. The emotes tier is $1, but the full membership is $5. Or I think it's 5. But that all it gets you is the emotes, the $1 tier. You don't get anything else. Like, you don't get access to any membership content. Not that there is any at the moment. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for signing up. Oh, thank you for the 5 gift memberships. Fake Aquila. Thank you very much. Is that a Dota reference? Thank you very much for the 5 gift memberships. Please say thank you if you got one. PLSX, thank you for 4 months on YouTube as well. Thank you very much. Ice259, thank you for the 2 months on YouTube. Thank you very much. Umu Woo Uwu, thank you for using your Prime on Twitch. Welcome to the Hackstorians. Archive Nation, welcome to the emotes tier. Thank you very much. Photon Dragoon, thank you for subscribing on the emotes tier as well. Thank you very much. Butter Pointer, thank you for joining the emotes tier as well. And thank you, Asri, for 1 month of support on Hackstorians. Thank you very much. Thank you for support, guys. We can skip the text. The whatever it's called. That is a nice nature in the race. There's 2 of them. Oh no, guys, there's 2 nice natures. I'm cooked. Nice nature. Hack mind control. Ooh, you do want to give the funny person on the internet $1. Ooh, you do want to give Clio $1 a month because it's like I'm a internet busker and I have my little pan out and I go, ooh, I've been performing for you. Have my $1. Or give me your $1. Ooh. Is what I would do, but I don't. Lots of just 2 stars in this race. And by lots, I mean 2. 2 of them. 2 stars. Evil Groove? Is that a gimmick? The Evil Groove? Yeah, why the fuck am I in 3rd? What the fuck is happening? Why is Air Groove evil? Why is why is Symboli Rudolph's wife evil? What is she doing? Good content, solid marketing. Thank you. I'm pretty good at shilling myself sometimes. Void Squid Dave, thank you for joining the emotes tier as well. Thank you very much. She got that ass. She has a lot of debuff skills innately. Oh, okay. And thank you, Pods, for joining the Minister as well. Thank you. And thank you, I don't know, what do you call you? That was $1. It was $1.44. Thank you very much. Do you like the game Hoi 4? I've played it a little bit, and I did have fun until the British Empire decided to ruin my fun, because I was playing as Mussolini, and I was getting my muscles real lean. And then they ruined it. Because what was I doing? I think I had unified the Balkans, and I was invading Turkey. And then the British were like, fuck this, you're going down. I was like, well, this isn't fun, because they had boats. I had, like, rowboats, and they had battleships, and I got sunk. Ellie is a pain if they don't know what you're doing. Why is it the tutorial nation, then? Sweppy, thank you very much for 5 gift memberships on YouTube. Please say thank you if you got a membership. And Purple Meanie, thank you for the $1 super chat as well. I think I've won? Maybe? Unless I'm about to get gold shipped at the last second. It feels like their gold ship is running faster than my gold ship. I don't know. Ah, we're fine. Feels like the CM is just seeing whose gold ship is better. I think my Rudolph has actually won more races for me. And Void Squid, thank you for joining the midst here as well. Thank you very much. I think I already said that, but thank you again. Okay, first, third, and fifth, I think. Oh, it doesn't show me if I skip. I think I got third, first, third, and fifth. Yippee! That's 2 losses this time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! I clicked the wrong thing. My bad. I'll only do one more, because I kind of want to play some Dotas. I don't know, I've been playing... Watching a lot of Dota makes you want to play Dota, right? Hands up in chat if you watch TI. Have you played Dota since TI started? Not really? You have not. True? No? You get it? Not really? No? Hands up. Okay. 1 match with friends. Maybe I'm just really easily influenced. Anyway, I got a great Rudolph there. Isn't Dota kind of dead? Yeah, I have to play on the Southeast Asian servers to get a game. Or my account is, like, flagged on. As a Smurf or something. I don't know. Is it just TI in general? I think just seeing Dota makes me want to play Dota. You lost your spark a long time ago. It's not dead? I think it's doing quite well, right? I think Deadlock's also doing very well, considering it's not available. Deadlock... Steam... charts? Isn't it doing, like, gangbusters right now? It was. Let's try 1 month. Yeah, it peaked at 60k. 62. So they're still doing really good. Anyway, Dota 2. Dota 2. It's... Oh no, it has gone up. It peaked... yesterday, 879,000 players. So yeah, no, Dota's not dead. Still doing very, very well. Still one of the most played games on Steam, I imagine. Yep. Just Counter-Strike 2 is doing better. Then it's Dota, then it's PUBG Battlegrounds, then it's Silksong still, which is impressive. Then it's Delta Force. Then it's Borderlands 4. Then it's Apex Legends. Then it's Bongo Cat. The hell? What the hell is Bongo Cat? Oh, it's a clicker game. An idle clicker game. Banana is the... Banana's the one which people are, like, farming for cosmetics, right? It's like extorting. People use it for like, they like sell cosmetics and like launder money through banana cosmetics in Steam. It's the scam one, yeah. There's 3 gold ships? Yeah. Why is my gold ship 3rd, by the way? Oh my god, what is happening? My gold ship getting overtaken by the other gold ships. Oh, insert the John Cena gif. Me watching my gold ship get overtaken by a gold ship. Delta Force is fun. I think I'm just gonna wait for Battlefield, because Battlefield is like a month away, which is kind of bonkers to think about. I don't think I'm winning this one. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. Well, maybe. No, I don't think it's happening. Oh, maybe, actually. Bully Rudolph. Passion's also looking good? Okay. I'm gonna go nutty with Battlefield 6. This last part of the year is fucked for me, guys. So many good games for me are coming out, and I'm cooked. I'm actually cooked. Also, this race is cooked because I'm about to steal the finish. It's a nose finish between my own horses. Victory snatched. Look at that. NK, is that neck? Is that neck? Damn. Let's go Symboli Rudolph. First, second, sixth. You love to see it. I love to see my own horses winning, yes. I do love to see my horses winning. 2! Okay, maybe we can get 3. Football Manager 26 and EU5 coming out on the same day. That's fucked up for nerdy European people who are in their mid to late 20s or 30s. That is fucked up. Why are they targeting nerdy European people from in their 20s and 30s who either like history or like sports? That's fucked up. Having to pick between one of the two? They do hate you. It's a concerted effort. That's fucked up. I'm picking EU5, I'm sorry. Anno comes out a few days after EU5. I know I have a sponsored stream. I have a sponsored stream for Anno, which is gonna be like, oh, man. I'm not complaining about it being the sponsored stream, but like, I'm gonna be in I wanna play EU5 mode. But yeah, this end of year period for me is fucked up. I have Battlefield coming out. Final Fantasy Tactics. I have EU5. Total Warhammer DLC. Someone asked, was I ever going to play modded Total Warhammer? I technically do play modded Total Warhammer, but not like a full mod. Sorry for not answering until now. What else is there? Pokemon? Oh, fuck. Pokemon's coming out as well. Shit. I think Pokemon might... I'm not gonna play straight away, because I don't know, the stuff with Pokemon at the moment is kind of like, eh. Then EU5 comes out. Football Manager is also coming out. Someone asked what FN26 is. It's Football Manager. And then there's also... Am I missing something? Well, there's Anno as well. And then there's, I mean, Endless Legend is also technically coming out soon as well. But I actually have access to Endless Legend now. It turns out the embargo for Endless Legend, I thought it was the 19th. It was actually the 11th. I could have been streaming it last week. Sorry. But I've still put it down for the 19th. So I'll be checking out Endless Legend this week as well. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Blackfire, by the way, for this 2 super chats. That's very generous of you. Thank you. It was nice watching you and me play Battlefield 5, but is there a chance you can go play Battlefield 1, specifically realistic mode / hardcore? And if not Battlefield 1, maybe any of the World War I series of games? I would, I'd be open to it. Yeah. Be open to it. I think Muyu and I do like Battlefield 5 a bunch. I'm not against Battlefield 1. I think, for me personally, I fucking suck with semi-automatic guns that I can't spray and pray. So when I play Battlefield 1 and I play Medic, I'm like completely useless because I can't click on the enemies. The problem with playing Battlefield, like the older Battlefields for me, is that the Australian servers are unfortunately just gone. I might win this. I don't think we're gonna win though. Unless this, like, what's it? The end closer stuff triggers? World War I card was good? Which one's the World War I Call of Duty? Oh, never mind, we've actually crushed them. Oh, never mind, I've actually crushed them both. What the fuck? She got cooldown on the finish line? Jesus, she did not give a shit. Did you know that Rudolph is voiced by the same VA as Arknight's Texas? I would not be surprised by that. They have the same kind of personality. Was there a World War I card? I thought it was World War II. I've played the older Call of Duties that were World War II themed. I haven't played World at War, and I haven't played the newest one. Oh well, 3 out of 5 wins isn't terrible. Like, I'm already in the finals, so it doesn't matter. See? Already in the finals. So I actually have 2 more entries, but I mean, I could just have it in the background whilst we yap, right? I could keep yapping. But do we want to play some Dota, or should we just keep yapping? I don't know. COD hasn't done World War I? That's what I thought. Blue Rose also procced. Oh. Paradox's vampire game is dropping in October. I'm probably not going to play that one, because I haven't played the first one. Both? How's Champions Meeting going for me? It's going very well. I'm in the final. For B, but not A. You have yapped for 2.5 hours? They're done. Tannenberg and Isonzo are the good World War I shooters. I've not played any of them. Only Battlefield. Do I have Battlefield 1 installed? I think I have it for Steam. Or do I not, actually? I might not have bought it for Steam. Because I was like, I bought Battlefield 5, I don't need 1. Oh, did I not buy it for Steam? No, I actually I do own Battlefield 1. Never mind. 81 gigs? Ooh, that's a pretty heavy ask. Guys, my PC is... I probably need to have more hard drive space. I probably need to buy more hard drive space. I'm running low. Because I keep having sponsored streams. Like, Borderlands, surprisingly, was pretty efficient. I think it was like 60 gigs. But yeah, my hard drive space is struggling. Speaking of which, I actually have to do a sponsored tweet, guys. Which I think I'm allowed to do. I think I'm done. I think I'm allowed to it. Oh, okay, now we're fine. I think I can post it later. Oh, actually, I do have something to talk about. Yeah, I do have something to talk about. There's, I don't know if you've been, this is very YouTube stupid topics, which, you know, real people in real world probably don't care about. How about League of Legends? It's $10,000 if you want to see League of Legends. It's $10,000 US. You want to see me play League of Legends? I'll do it right now. $10,000. Minimum. Huh? This is my deal with you guys. I don't want to play League of Legends. Ever. I never want to play League of Legends. The only way you can convince me to play League of Legends is if you give me a fuck ton of money. Like an absolute fuck ton of money. The price is too low. I think it's a high enough hurdle that no one will ever do it. I never want to play League of Legends ever. So, my offer is, at any point, as long as it's not a sponsored stream, if someone donates 10,000 US dollars, I will pivot that stream that we are doing to League of Legends, and I will play a game of League of Legends. That is my deal with all of you. One game. Yeah, I'll do one game at least. Isn't League just Dota? League to Dota is like, I don't know, Nerf to paintball. League of Legends is just better Dota? No. Bit rude towards Nerf? I don't know why that was my first thought then. I was trying to think of something that is very childlike. And for babies versus something that is for adults, but I realized that there are children who do paintball and adults who do Nerf. I don't know, I couldn't think of anything else off the top of my head. Nerf fans seething? They'd be upset if they knew how to put in their earbuds. I don't know if they've, you know, had that much developmental progress in their cerebral cortex to do that yet. What am I saying? I'm being mean to a random group of people that I don't know anything about. That's stupid. 12 hours of League for $10,000? No, I said I'd play a game for 10k. League has banger songs. Unfortunately, it has a lot of good things going for it, but, you know, then you actually play the game and it's like, wow, this is miserable. Like, it's pretty telling that the game is now being influenced by this spin-off media that spawns from it because the game is so kind of shit that it has to be influenced by the things that it supposedly influenced in the first place. Because the spin-offs are better than the actual source material. We got Dragon Blood stuff in Dots. That's true. Also, Dragon Blood was ass. What if you got a League sponsor? If Riot Games want me to sponsor them, want to sponsor me, after all of the terrible things that I've said about Riot Games, then, you know what? Sometimes I get paid to play really bad games. that, you know, I don't want to play. But sometimes, you know, I get paid to play them anyway. Anything to pay for the house? Yeah. Unfortunately, houses can't be paid for themselves. Unfortunately, I don't have a forward-thinking dad buying me a house when I was 14 years old. Like? I'm not gonna say. I will say, though, there's a lot of bad games out there that you would not be able to pay me to play, and then they pay me to play them anyway. So, you know, that's nice. That's nice to make a living from... I don't know, like, it's kind of sick that, like... I don't know, people will accuse you of, like, selling out because you played a bad game, but, like... Would you turn down? Hang on, let me look at the exchange rate real quick. Would you turn down 5 figures to play a game you're not that interested in? For 3 hours? It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. You value money more than not playing bad games. Yeah. I'm about to have a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. No, I don't. I mean, the Raid Shadow Legends sponsor offers that I got were not very good. Because I got them when I was much smaller. And I... wasn't interested in the game at all. And it was one of those... So I think they long gone are the days of Raid Shadow Legends just dropping fat stacks of cash on people. For like... I don't know, like 20k. I think they've stopped dropping like 20,000 US dollars on someone for like a 2-hour stream. What they do now is the referral stuff where it's like, oh, if you stream the game and then people use your referral code, then you'll make money for each person that signs up with that referral code. And then like, oh, if they hit like level 10, you'll get a little extra money. So yeah, yeah. They've dropped 300,000 on people before? Yeah, I have no idea what they have dropped because I don't have that. I do not have companies doing that to me. Pure greed can condemn your soul? I think there's worse problems in the world than me playing a mediocre game for a few hours, I'm gonna be honest. I think there might be worse problems going on in the world than, like, I played, like, a game that was not that good. Right? It's kind of... I don't know if you saw the stuff coming out of, like, Nepal. That shit was insane. I watched the... What is his name? The YouTuber from the UK who just so happened to get caught in the protests there. Obviously, political topic. Sorry to bring it up. I watched his what was it? We Hate the Cold, I think was the... Yeah, that was his handle. I watched his video. I was like, wow. He was living out a Far Cry plot, hopefully without the part where he like gets embroiled in a civil war. Yeah, that was kind of wacky. To be fair, you could go to hell right now and still find some English tourists just wandering around. Being like, what's all this then? Nah, it's just wild. I think he's still stuck there because there's like a curfew, so he can't leave. Didn't they hold an election in Discord? Yes, they did. They elected their new prime minister via Discord. But it's like interim, right? So not like, unless she does like a power grab, which would be very surprising. It was basically, she was just like, they used Discord for the organizing their protests and revolution, and then they voted their representative to become prime minister via the Discord. It's so stupid. I don't know, it makes me think that, hey, the future isn't just dominated by old people. I know it's ironic that I'm an old person saying this, but you know, like, it's kind of, not that I'm advocating for any sort of like violent revolution or anything, but I think it's kind of sick that the youth took matters into their own hands and enacted change, like meaningful change in their own lives, you know? Like, I don't know if you know anything about the, if you know anything about the reason why it all happened, but the reason that it happened is that Nepal is not a very rich country. Like, there's, you know, pretty big inequality, and basically what happened was there was a Nepo Kid movement on Nepalese social media of all of these wealthy children flaunting their wealth on social media, like places like Instagram and whatnot. And so they basically, people like, wow, these people have so much money and our political system is corrupt and fucked. Meanwhile, we don't have anything. This reeks of, like, shit, so to speak. And so they protested, and then, was it the police? Ended up it got violent, and the police killed some people, and then then the protest became like an actual, like, full-on violent revolution, and then they overthrew the government. It's kind of crazy. They banned a bunch of social media platforms. Yes, that was in response to the protests. They banned the things because of the... I think that's the order of how it worked, right? It was Nepo kids flaunting wealth, people getting upset at that, government shuts down social media, people got even more upset, protesting, and then the violence happened, and then the overthrowing of the fucking government by a bunch of kids saying skibbity riz or something in Nepalese. I don't know what Nepalese people have for their memes, but just the thought of, like, I don't know, Hok Tua overthrow on that thing. I don't know. I'm trying to use stupid memes to talk about just the fact that, like, hey, they managed to enact real change in their lives, which is pretty impressive. Neptua! That's true. Neptua! Get your dad overthrown on that thing. Sorry. Too far. Thank you for joining the emotes tier from before as well. And thank you, Malcolm, for the super chat as well. Social media equals bread and circus. No circus equals riots. Yeah! Kinda. I don't know. I feel like might be a bit of a rotten bread and circus. They elected government leaders via Discord. Holy shit. Yeah, they're interim prime minister. And then I think they're holding... I read an article. I believe the plan is that they are going to hold actual democratic elections within 6 months. Are we still going to play Dota? That's a good question. Should we play some Dota, guys? I should probably stop talking about modern political problems. But, like... yeah, anyway. Long story short, I think there's very real problems in the world, and I think the fact that I played a mediocre game is very low on the list of things that are bad. Yeah, let's play some Dots. I'll try and play one game, because actually it's 10:40 PM, guys. Oh my god. Maybe we can play one game of Dota. I don't know if we're gonna find a game. It's pretty hard for me to find games of Dota. Are you gonna play some Dota? Yeah, we can try. I kinda wanna play some Undying, I don't know. 10:40p? Yeah, 10:40 PM. In Australia. That's the time on the East Coast. I did have to remember that I'm on the East Coast, not the West Coast, because my brain's a little cooked from watching a lot of Dota yesterday. Oh, right, of course, it's resized itself because of MMSMA. There we go. Quarterers Curios. Play Dota and unlock cosmetics for free. Greetings, heroes. I am Quartero the Unburdened. Pay no attention to my untrustworthy face. Focus instead on the words coming from my untrustworthy mouth. What if I told you I could prepare to lavish you with priceless treasures for free? What's the catch? The catch? There is no catch, so one catch total. Oh. Oh yeah, by the way, I haven't done any of the predictions, by the way. I didn't do any of them. The game crashed? Is that a sign that I should just go to bed? Is that a sign I should just go to bed and play E4 tomorrow? It is a sign? I mean, it might be good if I went to bed. It is 11 PM. I could wake up earlier tomorrow. Get some rest. Back to the horse mines. Warcraft 3 custom map never crashed? It's probably a little more complex than that. Go hit the hay. Yeah, game said, time to do some predictions. Wait a second, the prediction's already over. You can't do that, crash. Probably. It might have been that. In that, like, the game was trying to prompt me to do something that was no longer possible. Perhaps. And so it, like, what's the term? Underflowed? Honestly, you know what? Sure. I'll play it safe. Is anyone streaming today? Anyone streaming today? In the phase schedule? Yes, you literally just started. Okay, I'm gonna go send you guys over to you. She is playing Overwatch 2. Thank you for coming, guys. I hope you enjoyed the little chatting. I'm probably going to rehash some of the topics tomorrow in the actual regular stream. Because not everyone is watching because it's like it's pretty removed from my regular time zone. Timestamp for streaming. But yeah, thank you for coming, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. that might, yeah, I'm just gonna take that. I'll tank that sign as, like, maybe I don't play Dota. We could always try it out on, Saturday. We could try Dota on Saturday. I might do my, what's it called? I'll do the rest of my Gemini races off stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I guess tomorrow, before I play some EU4, we can see if I win the Gemini Cup. That could be fun. Imagine if I win the Gemini Cup. It'd be nice to get rewards. Thank you for coming, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Schedule for the week. I'll go grab my... What is it? Is this it? What is this? Image 5. Image 4 is just an empty folder. That's good. Here's the schedule for the week, guys. Sorry, that's very small. If you haven't seen the schedule for the week, obviously, here was Evening Hangout, maybe Dota. We didn't do the Dota. Well, I played Dota for a hot second. Tomorrow, EU4. Wednesday, Total War Shogun 2. Thursday, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Friday, Endless Legend 2. That's a lot of 2s. Game 2, sequel on that thing. And then Saturday, free play Saturday, because I don't know what we'll play. Maybe we play some Dota 2 as well. And then Sunday, Outer Wilds. I will try and actually finish Outer Wilds now. Hooray. Hopefully no more interruptions. Yes, the wonderful art by MN37439. If you haven't seen this wonderful art, on Twitter. Beautiful artwork. There you go. Armpit jump scare. Yes, that is my armpit. Anyway, that's this week's schedule. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yippee! In like 9 hours. No, wait, no. 11 hours. 11 hours. Good night, guys. I think I set up... Did I set up the... Yes, I did set it up, right? It's been a hot second since I did a League stream? Sorry, we talked about League too much. A YouTube stream. Good night, guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. I hope you have a wonderful start to your week. I hope you had a wonderful Monday. Hopefully I could help make it a better day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. No. See you later, IT Gator. In a while. Play Dial. Good night, guys. Oh, and thank you everyone for the lurking, chatting, rating, subscribing, donating, gifting. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Valgilius Ichiban, for the 4 months on YouTube. And thank you, The Ritz, for 4 months on YouTube as well. Thank you very much, guys. Good night, guys. How do I do this again? Oh, yeah, I hit this. End stream. Bye-bye.